Hello, good morning. I am Bhashi Sandip Chidibal. Today's date is 38/2021. Our today's video topic is what is string. So, in today's video, we are going to see what is string and the methods of the strings and by which we can make a string and the types, methods, string buffer and string reader also. So we will go with today's topic, string. Java string. In Java string is basically an object that represents a sequence of char values. An array of characters works same as Java string. For example, we can see char array ch equals to curly braces Java. And next that we have created string s equals to new string in parameter ch is same as string s equals to Java. Okay, the next point that we are going to see, that is Java string class provides a lot of methods to perform operations on a string, such as compare, concat, equals, split, length, replace, compare to, intent and substring, etc. The java.lang.string class implements serializable, comparable and char sequence interfaces also. Char sequence interface is used to represent the sequence of characters. String, string buffer and string builder class implement it. It means we can create string in Java by using these three classes. Okay, so the Java string is immutable. The Java string is immutable, which means it cannot be changed. Whenever we change any string, a new instance is created. For mutable strings, you can use string buffer, string builder classes. So, we will discuss immutable string later. So, we are going to see what is string in Java. Generally, a string is a sequence of characters, but in Java, string is an object that represents a sequence of characters. The java.lang.string class is used to create a string object. How to create a string object? So there are the two ways to create a string object. First is the by string literal, and the second one is the by new key. So we are going to see first string literal. Okay, so Java string literal is created by using double quotes. For example, string s equals to double quote welcome. Each time you create a string literal, the JVM checks the string constant, that is SCP. First, if the string already exists in the pool, a reference to the pooled instance is written. If the string does not in the pool, a new string instance is created and placed in the pool. For example, string s1 equals to double quotes welcome and string s2 is also equals to double quote welcome, means it does not create a new instance. Okay, in the above example, we have seen in this example only one object will be created. Firstly, JVM will not find any string object with the value double quotes welcome in the string constant pool, that is SCP. That is why it will create a new object. After that, it will find the string with the value double quotes welcome. In the pool, it will not create a new object but will return the reference to the same instance. Okay, so the next point, that is string objects are stored in the special memory area known as the string constant pool. Why Java uses the concept of string literal? To make Java more memory efficient, because no new objects are created if it exists already in the string constant. Now the second way, that is by new keyword. So by the using new keyword creates two objects and one reference variable. In such case, JVM will create a new string object in normal. We can also say as non-pool heap memory, and this literal double quotes welcome will be placed in the string constant pool. The variable s will refer to the object in a heap means non-pull. So now we will going to see that methods of the string. So there are the many methods that we performs in our operations on a sequence of char values. Like we have, first we can see char add. In it returns char value for the particular index. Next method is int length. It returns string length. Next method is substring method. In substring method, it returns the substring for a given beginning index. And there is another method that is contents, and that it returns true or false after matching the sequence of a char value. And there is another method that is equals method. It checks the equality of the string with the given object. And there is another method that is empty. If checks is it checks if string is empty. Okay. And another method that is concat. It concates the specified string. And replace method. It replace all occurrence of the specified char value. And split, there is another method that is split method. It returns a split string matching regs. Okay. And there is another method that is intent method. It returns an intent string. Index of method, it returns the specified char value index. And to lowercase, it returns a string in a lowercase. And to uppercase, it returns a string in two uppercases. And there is another method that is string method. It removes beginning and the ending spaces of this string. Okay. So now the next we will going to next method that we will going to see, that is join method, and it returns a joined string. Okay. Now we will see what is string buffer and string builder. Okay. Before going to see string buffer and string builder, let us see what is string immutable. Okay. Now, a string is an unavoidable type of variable while writing an application program. Okay. So string reference are used to store the various attributes like username, password, and etc. In Java, string objects are immutable. Immutable simply means unmodifiable or unchangeable. Once string is created, it means it cannot be changed, or it created its data or states can't be changed, but a new string object is created. Now we are going to see one example of string immutable. Okay, so we have making a class that named is string immutable string, and in main method we have going write the string s equals to double quotes welcome, and s dot concat, that is parameters Java. So concat method appends the string at the end, and in the sysout we are going to print s will print Java welcome, because strings are immutable. So now we are going to see why string objects are immutable in Java. Java uses the concept of a string literal. Suppose there are 5 reference variables, all refer to one object. If one reference variable changes the value of the object, it will be affected by all the reference variables. That is why the string objects are immutable in Java. Now we are going to see what is string buffer and string builder. Okay, let us going to see the difference between both string buffer and string builder. String buffer and string builder both are synchronized. String buffer is synchronized, string builder is non-synchronized, and string buffer is thread safe and string builder is not thread safe. And string buffer means two threads cannot call the methods of string buffer simultaneously, and in string builder it means two threads can call the methods of the string builder simultaneously, and string buffer is less efficient than the string builder, and string builder is more efficient than the string buffer. Okay, and let us see and one example of the string buffer example. That is, we have making a class buffer test. In main method we have going to write the string buffer, and b equals to new string buffer. In parameter we have going to write hello, and b dot append in parameter java. So uh, in sysout we are going to print b, and it will print hello java. So thank you for today.